Hi, welcome back to another Crypto Dave weekly update video. Now, apologies in advance today. I'm currently away on holiday, so if the picture and the sound isn't as good as usual, I do apologise, but I'm just doing this on my laptop from my hotel room. But anyway, it's going to be a quick video today. I will do the giveaway in a minute. I'll take a quick glance at the markets, but I'm not going to be running through many topics this week because, as I said, I'm away and I haven't had a lot of time to spend trawling the kind of forums about kind of crypto stuff, which bearing in mind the state of the markets is probably quite a good thing. So let's start there with the markets. Market cap currently 254 billion. I think that's down from, I think we were around 320 billion when I did the video last week. So another big drop. And if we look through the main coins here, we can see the same pattern pretty much across the board. I think Tron had done a little bit better than most up until about a day or so ago, and then that's had a big slump. But even so, I think it's probably one of the only coins in the top 20 or so that is a fraction up over the last 7 days, even though it's now pretty much down to where it was a week ago. But everything else following the same kind of trend downwards. Not a great week, obviously, to be in cryptocurrencies. The correction continues. Who knows how long it will last? Last week we spoke, and I said, a few people had said, they thought we'd reached the bottom. It doesn't look like that's the case now. I mean, Bitcoin's down under 7,000, under $6,800, in fact. So, whether it will find, a level around here or whether it will kind of drop lower. Few people are predicting the sort of 5,800 as a kind of settled bottom, but we shall see, another few weeks and, maybe we shall have a turnaround and start to come out of this. But it's not been a great week, and obviously it's frustrating, particularly for those of you who got into crypto fairly recently. But anyway, the one story I wanted to talk about this week was, and this has been out for a few days now, but it was a story, and it was originally, I think, launched on CNBC, and it was a story from their point of view about AMD and NVIDIA. So a lot of them were saying AMD and NVIDIA stock prices have been reduced, or the targets have been reduced on those kind of companies because Bitmain had developed an Ethereum ASIC miner, and therefore, people wouldn't be using kind of GPUs, and it would have an effect on those companies. And it was picked up by a lot of different people, and there's been a lot of YouTube kind of clips and a lot of people talking about this. But the upshot of it was basically there was a guy here called Christopher Rowland, which is from Susquehanna, is it? I don't know the company. I don't know them particularly. But anyway, they've been doing sort of analysis, and they've done some travels through Asia last week, and they confirmed that Bitmain had already developed an ASIC for mining Ethereum, and that the supply chain would be ready for shipments in Q2 2018. So, over the next 3 months, we potentially could see Ethereum ASICs. And there was, quite a lot of backlash. Obviously, when they launched the knowledge of the Crypto Night algorithm, the Monero confirmed that they would be switching algorithms. They'll be tweaking their kind of hashing algorithm from Crypto Night to a sort of like slightly tweaked version to basically to defunct these new kind of ASICs. And there was an interesting poll actually yesterday that somebody kind of put up, and it seems that the majority of the Ethereum community would be open to forking, basically, to change their hashing algorithm to make these particular ASIC kind of miners redundant. I think it opens up two kind of questions, largely about centralization within kind of mining power. Bitmain are by far the largest ASIC producer in the world. Obviously, they mine with their own assets before they then sell them on to consumers. And we've just seen the Crypto Night one come out recently. People are now talking about an Ethereum one. Which other algorithms, are they targeting, and do they actually have, proof of work or kind of current miners active? So it's an interesting kind of question. I know Ethereum in the long term is going to move over to proof of stake, so maybe it's not going to be that big of a deal. But I can see that process being quite a long one, and I think they will be looking at a kind of, from what I've read, a hybrid kind of solution where some blocks will be kind of proof of stake, and they'll still use proof of work in amongst it, as they kind of transition over. And it's quite difficult for Ethereum. It's the second largest cryptocurrency out there. It's not like a new currency which is starting off that can just choose to be proof of stake from the beginning. Moving, not only the Ethereum kind of blockchain, but also all those ERC20 tokens and all those additional tokens that are now running off Ethereum. They have to make sure that they do it right before they do the switch. So I can see that being delayed possibly a lot longer than the end of this year, which a lot of people have been talking about, moving to proof of stake the end of this year. So anyway, it's an interesting question. Let me know what you think about kind of ASICs. I don't think it's whether we're talking about ASICs or GPUs or anything. I think the issue is not necessarily the ASICs themselves, but the fact that one company has such a dominance over kind of potential kind of mining proof of work mining across lots now of different algorithms. But let me know your thoughts below. And anyway, yeah, not a great week overall in crypto, but as I said, I'm away on holiday, so I've been trying to not to check my kind of portfolios too much because it's quite a depressing experience at the moment. But anyway, let's jump over to this week's giveaway. It's a $10 Ethereum giveaway. So let's jump over to here. I've put this in. This is last week's video. So let's do a search. And as always, as I said last week, if I pick someone that doesn't have an Ethereum address, or if pick myself by accident like I did last week, then obviously I'll just do it again until we find a winner. But anyway, 34 unique commenters. Let's press start. And here we are. So the winner is Anis Sonata. Congratulations, Anis. Let's grab your Ethereum address. And good thing about this one is that I can just put $10 directly into Exodus, so I don't need to work out what it's going to be. So let's put the address in there, and we will send that over. So congratulations. Check that goes. Success. So congratulations to Anis. Now, next week I'm going to be actually at the CoinFest UK meetup on Thursday and Friday next week. So this video may well be delayed next week as well. I might either do it when I get back on Friday or on Saturday, but I will be doing it. And to make things nice and easy, I'm going to do another Ethereum giveaway next week. So it's going to be Ethereum again next week. Just makes it quite easy for me, and I don't need to pick another coin. But anyway, that's it for this week. I hope you're having a good week. Enjoy the rest of it, and I shall be back soon. Anyway, have a great day, and hopefully I will catch you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.